Hello. Alright, oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, wait. Yes, I see you. How? Why are you not letting me share the? There we go. There. Oh, what? Oh, hold on. Hold on. There we go. There we go. All right. Does it look good? Camera isn't on. That's intentional. Nobody shall see what I look like. I'll be like, what's it called? Cryptid. Yeah. Anyways, we shall return the monstrous ten of our trial, day one. The screen? Oh. Can you see it now? It looks invisible when I see on the YouTube thing. Can you see it? Okay, that's good. The defendant sought the defendant sought to sow this confusion in order to deflect blame away from himself. Well, there's two emos right now. However, he was knocked unconscious by the alderman. Not wrong. And thus, our mentally deficient mayor was caught red-handed at the scene of the crime. Wow. Do you honestly believe Mayor Temple would do something so stupid? Yes. The evidence speaks for itself. Fulbright. Right. It was the mayor's last-ditch effort to stop the opposition before things got crazy. Cook this wannabe Edward? God dang. The Amazing Ninetales was fueling both the yokai craze and the anti-merger movement. Plus, he's one of the better-known masked wrestlers and his hometown favorite. That's why the mayor panicked and set out the path of injustice. Oh yeah, he's obsessed with justice, which is really funny considering Apollo's last name. They just never bring it up, which I assume is like sub-dub difference, but like, but do the people of Ninetales Vale really believe a yokai is behind the crime? Fulbright looks like Crazy Silvio. Crazy Silvio in like his 40s, I feel. How old is he actually? He's 33. Oh dear God. Of course, it's not a yokai. Yokai settings are an everyday event there, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did. It was framed to look like a yokai. It was. Here, let me show you the picture. Where is it? This is the scene of the crime. See the feathers and the footsteps walking away. The judge's stop. We knew that. I must say, a crime that preys upon innocent, impressionable minds. Just so. A particularly silver-tongued inmate once had the following words for me. The innocent of heart are the easiest prey. That's terrifying. You don't say. Was this inmate a con artist? Yes. No. He was framed for the murder of his beloved. I actually felt sorry for the poor chap. Can I send this stream link in the Discord server? Sure. I actually felt sorry for the poor chap. Wait, so he wasn't the predator, but rather the prey? Yes, well. Now then, the defense may proceed with their cross examination. Also, can I just note that's like. It's, well. Yeah, no. Because it seems to just be the latter prosecutors compared to the first couple, where they show a lot more like willingness to believe uh, the accused. So, gonna be honest, it's only been like a couple days, I'm pretty sure, but I have forgotten most of what he said. And from the amazing night house. Helped them around the protesters. Right, so he stoked the village's fears by fabricating a monster. Strange feathers and tracks he planted made it look like a yokai was the killer. This is true. Detective Fulbright, is the anti-merger movement really that strong? Oh, absolutely. They parade around in yokai costumes shouting, "Down with Mayor Tenma!" I feel like that's more of a threat to him than. And just the other day, they stormed around Tenma City Hall claiming it was a den of vipers. But when the but when the accused shows his face, the angry mob scattered like leaves upon the autumn wind. For you see, lowly yokai are no match for Tenma, the dark lord of their kind. Wait, are the villagers scared of Mayor Tenma or Tenma? I'm confused. I think he means Mayor Tenma. It's easy to get the two wrong the wrong impression. This man is so goth. Oh, also, last stream I said, oh, his name is Simon. That's such a nerdy name. I'm doubling down on that with all his talk of like samurai and just the way the mayor and the lord are the same people, aren't they? Wait, what do you mean? Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, no. So he's Tenma. Tenma Taro is the guy. Is the hold on? Where are you? It's not a real person. It's here. This guy's Tenma Taro. What? What in? Kai. Okay, look. Hold on. Or the mayor pretends to be Tenma. I mean, so what happened was the alderman guy. No. We're pretty sure that this. Hold on, where is he? This guy pretended to be the demon. I mean, that's my theory anyway. But, yeah, this guy who got killed was also this wrestler. Oh, well, that's disappointing. he's not a bad guy. His whole thing is that he like looks scary, but he's actually really sweet and he's a really loving father. And he's willing to break out of jail to go help his daughter, which Apollo keeps having. It's a running gag. It's great. I think he means Meritan. Oh wait, I think he means Meritan. Detective Fulbright, why do you suppose the defendant would commit such an act? Can't the mayor be evil? No, he's nice. He's a good guy. That's the whole point, because we're the ones defending him. You fool, we're defending him. Our client can't be guilty. Are you crazy? The amazing Ninetales. No one knows his true identity, right? That's right. Boom. And he was a lone wolf. Or in other words, he didn't belong to a wrestling federation. Why do we have to? Although it was revealed last time that he was being blackmailed into why can we have a guilty client? The name thing is fun. It is fun. But he appeared like a shooting star, defeating one Town wrestler after another. And before anyone knew it, he was the champion. Like the samurai, there he goes again. Like the samurai of yore, surrounded thick with enemies, he cut them down one by one. It was a complete and utter loss of face for Town Pro Wrestling. He was amazing. If ever there was a real superhero, it would be him. You would like superheroes, wouldn't you? I dream of becoming a true champion of justice like him someday. Guys, Simon. I bet Detective Fulbright would be a great pro wrestler. I'm not so sure about that. He could even team up with Prosecutor Blackwell. A police detective and a prisoner in chains. You know, I think people would actually pay to see that. I know I would. Apollo! So you do understand the greatness that is the amazing Ninetales. Did the murder and yokai evidence really stoke the villagers' fears? Absolutely. It had an immediate effect. The presumed return of the dreaded Temotaro has them shaking in their boots. Oh my, is it really that bad? That superstitious lot. Oh, yawning. I'm sorry, I just awoke from a nap. It's as if Jack the Ripper had been set loose in their village. The mere thought of that demon lurking about is enough to spark a mass exodus. See what I mean with the vocabulary, though? Like, I see. It's a very persuasive argument. The mere thought of his honor buying into Simon the Psycho Slasher's words. Makes me want to spark my own exodus out of the courtroom right about now. So you see, there can be only one reason why anyone would plant those feathers and tracks. To cover the murder? Yeah, that was the original. Wait, regarding the feathers and stuff? Yeah, that was the original thing, but it doesn't add up. Thank you, Apollo. This is what I was thinking last time, and then I forgot, but I came back. My mind came back around to it. So the working theory for them is that he stabbed the guy. The guy freaks out, wakes up after having sleeping pills. He drugged him with sleeping pills. And then he took this thing and he smashed him with it, which is why there's the blood on it that we know is belonging to the mayor. But if he did that, then not only are they far away from one another, and it just feels very convenient for him to have fallen into the chair like that, how would he have planted the feathers and stuff if he was rapidly bleeding out of his head and knocked unconscious? That doesn't make sense. If what you say is true, why top it off with murder? Never mind. Okay. What do you mean? You claim that our client planted the yokai evidence to stoke the villagers' fears. If so, why not stop there? Why murder Alderman QE? Excellent point. It is, isn't it? So, Your Honor agrees there was no reason for the murder, correct? Perhaps the killing was a spur of the moment. Raise his hand. Is this still Apollo's first case? No. This is his emo alert. In this game, I think it's the first. In this game, it's Apollo's. What am I saying? This is the second game with Apollo in it. So all the Kristoff stuff already happened. In this game, yes. He was originally going to do the tutorial level, but he kind of collapsed and could not do it, and Phoenix did it. And now this, I guess, is like flashbacking, I think. That were you needing to turn about, I guess? Okay, yeah, he got hurt, yeah. Perhaps the killing was spur of the moment. You're saying it wasn't premeditated? From the outset, I had no intention of paying heed to any of your babble. However, the fact is, the mayor made a startling discovery. Startling discovery? Why don't I like the sound of that? Alderman QB's secret identity. Apollo! I think Prosecutor Blackwell has figured out Alderman's secret identity. But even if he has, why would it be a motive for the mayor to commit murder? Same reason they've been saying, because he was serving as a symbol against the villagers agreeing to the thing. This is not good. This patch of fur was discovered at the crime scene. It's from the mask worn by the amazing Ninetales. Therefore, we can conclude that this mask was at the scene of the crime. Oh my, but why would it have been there? The victim was a former pro wrestler and a member of the anti-merger movement. Need I say more? Well, could it really be? Your baldness has had an epiphany, I see. Our victim, Rex QB, was the amazing Ninetales, and the mayor's discovery of such was his motive for murder. No! Sorry, y'all. I can't scream. Got other people home. Why are you just standing like that? Do we think the judge's model has legs? Order! What a shocking development. Motive clearer than crystal clear. What do we do now, Apollo? I didn't think they'd tie the alderman's secret identity to the murder, to the mayor's motive for murder. At last, we reached my real point. Why did the alderman have to forge a secret identity? Does it not pique your interest, Your Honor? Your mildness, excuse me. I admit it does. It is odd that he had to create this other persona just to secretly participate in the anti-merger movement. Very astute of you, Your boldness. Right. Now take a look at this. If you value your dearest life, you will merge Ninetail's Vale with Temata. Oh no. If you value your dearest life, you will merge Ninetail's Vale with Tematown. This blackmail letter was found in Alderman Cubey's pocket. What? At present, the alderman's wife is in the hospital. And that letter is clear evidence that the mayor was blackmailing him by threatening her life. Wait, didn't the blackmail letter sent to Mayor Tenma go missing? Right after the alderman's murder. You think maybe the killer took the letter from the mayor after the murder? And planted it into the alderman's pocket? It's possible, but we don't have any proof that that's what happened. Talk about being up the creek without a paddle. I have never heard that phrase before. Idiom. Mayor Tenma would have made a clean getaway if he'd just left after planting the yokai things. But he was knocked out cold by his sudden decision to kill the Amazing Ninetails. So it was the Amazing Ninetails' counterattack that brought the entire crime to light. Wait a sec. Fulbright's claiming that the mayor killed the alderman after planting the yokai evidence, and that the mayor was knocked out cold immediately after that. Finally! Thank you! Detective Fulbright, please add your previous statement to the testimony. And we're gonna save. So the question now becomes, what would be considered definitive proof that doesn't make sense? Because we know why it doesn't make sense. But how do we say that? It's the blood, fingerprints, from the cloth. Kill the sleeping alderman. Because then he wouldn't have been able to make all this with his blood if he was knocked out immediately after the fact. But a part of me feels like the crime photo is not the correct way to go. Wait. The demon. TV listings, autopsy report. What? And the blackmail letter. Maybe it is just the photo. Hey, Detective Fulbright, your sense of justice is anything but fair. Yo, go Apollo. What's this? You dare question my justice again? Yep. Yes, and I'm going to prove it to you. Take a look at this photo. This is the crime scene photo. And just what does this prove? It proves when the feathers and tracks were planted. But I already told you they were planted before the murder. The defendant planted the yokai evidence, then was knocked out while killing his victim. No. But that would be impossible. If you look right here, it's clear when the feathers and tracks were left at the scene. Look at the tracks. Aren't you just pointing to the yokai feathers and tracks, Mr. Justice? I love this stupid little nod and a head shake. Yes. So yeah, the feathers are on top of the blood, and the tracks were made in blood. In other words, the yokai evidence could have only resulted after the murder. Then Mayor Tenma must have planted the evidence after killing the alderman, but he was knocked out immediately. But you said it yourself. The mayor had been knocked unconscious thereafter. There would have been no time for him to plant any evidence at all. Therefore, there must have been someone else besides the mayor and the alderman at the crime scene. Yeah, there must be some mistake. Jeez, took you long enough, Apollo. Oh my god. Is the back of his suit black? Oh my god. Oh, that was bad. Order. Where's your evidence? You can't possibly have any, can you? Evidence? Oh, I have evidence. In fact, I have an eyewitness's testimony for you. You do? But how? Are you good, man? What are you doing? Was my wanted sense of justice really just half-baked? What are you doing? Oh my god. He's taking this really hard. Mr. Justice, what is this testimony regarding a third party that you claim to have? I have it right here, Your Honor. It's the sworn testimony of Mr. Tenma's daughter. The witness, Jinxie Tenma, saw a yokai in the hallway after stumbling upon the scene. It was the demon Tenma Taro. He's the source of those feathers and tracks. My guy. Oh, the back of his suit is black. What are you saying? You just shoot Athena out for that. What do you mean? They're all judging you. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great. Are you gonna have the realization now? Oh, will somebody please say something? The defense will explain to the court exactly what he means. You dare to mock this court and justice itself? You're unfit to bear your name, boy. Well, I mean, there's at least your baldness. It does appear our defense attorney here is delirious from exhaustion. That face is great. Apollo! Think of something quick before you're held in contempt of court. What do you think I'm trying to do? It was somebody dressed as Tenma Taro. It's not that hard to flippin' say that. Before you decide whether I should step down, please, hear me out. Very well, Mr. Justice. I'm all ears. But you had better explain yourself well. What was this yokai you were talking about? It was Mr. Filch. So in this statement here, Jinxie Tenma asserts that she saw Tenma Taro. After she discovered the crime scene and called the police. She came around a corner in the hall. It was around here. That she saw Temataro fleeing towards the foyer. The defense asserts that whoever was impersonating this monster is the one who left those feathers and tracks behind, intentionally or otherwise. What? How incredibly unjust. Why haven't I heard about this before? The defense just proved there was someone else.
So the mayor isn't the killer?
Was it all a setup? The prosecutor is a convicted criminal, after all. Convicted felon, excuse me.
Apollo! The momentum has shifted in our favor.
Good. Now, let's keep it that way. Whoa. That was so dramatic for noise. It's great. Objection. I have nothing to say. Little do you realize that though you are that though you are in the midst of a fray, your sword is broken. My sword? I didn't know I had one to break. Are you implying there's a problem with my claim? Consider this. If that yokai impersonator had indeed fled towards the foyer, that fool and that fop would have seen him. Fool and fop? Oh, you mean Filch and LaBelle. Now that you mention it. Both Phineas Filch and Florent LaBelle were in the foyer at the time. But they haven't stated that they saw a yokai, have they? Did you ever consider that yokai was but a figment of a scared little girl's imagination? Ugh. Why didn't those two see the Temataro impersonator pass by? Why don't we ask them ourselves? I was just about to say that myself. No, really, I was. Wait, why are you slamming your hands so stiff like that? The defense would like to call Mr. Phineas Filch, caretaker of QB Manor, to the stand. I just know he must have seen something. I suppose we can't ignore the fact that the little girl believes she saw a monster. I trust you have no objections to Mr. Justice's request, Prosecutor Blackwell. I understand that Mr. Filch is enjoying a nap out here in the lobby. I knew that Tanuki was a rare find. But when we captured him, I didn't think he'd end up a witness. Do with him as you will. Is it Tanuki? Number one, he's a Tanuki. Number two, you believe in that? Did he just say captured? No, wait, I don't want to know. Very well then. Bailiff, please go awake Mr. Filch and escort him to the witness stand. So I do know Tanuki is a type of yokai. I believe they're tricksters. Will the witness state his name and occupation, please?
The name's Filch. Phineas Filch. Caretaker of QB Manor. Oh, and This is for you, your lordship. Just a little something I thought you might like. Are those my shoes?
Oh my, what a fabulous pair of shoes. And your honor will do just fine, Mr. Filch. Ah! It's those shoes again.
Don't they belong to Detective Fulbright?
No, it's Fulbright's shoes. Don't tell me Filch stole them again.
They're all yours, your honorship, sir.
What? But they seem awfully expensive.
Yep, too expensive for me. But I reckon they'd be perfect for someone like you. Someone like your ownership.
It's a kind gesture, but legal ethics dictate I can't accept such gifts.
Oh, ethics, methics. Just take them if you want them. Polish them up real nice for you, too.
I'm sorry about the shoes, Mr. Filch, but I will accept your testimony. Are you just not going to give them back? Where did Fulbright go? The court would like to hear whether you saw Temataro in the foyer after the murder. Guarding the foyer. Let's go.
At the time of the murder, I was on guard duty in the foyer. Just like Mr. Cubies asked. I was making sure no one, fair, foul, fishy, or otherwise, could get to our guests. I was still in my office, keeping a good watch when the murder happened, after 3 p.m. But I didn't see nothing out of the ordinary, no siree.
That yokai you keep jabbering on about was but a phantom of a little girl's dreams. So, you're telling this court you never saw anyone dressed up like Temataro?
Yep, was guarding the whole time. That's the truth, the holy truth. And nutter butter the truth. Do you mean nothing but the truth? And Temataro? My, you don't really believe in all that yokai mumbo jumbo, do you? I certainly don't.
I don't think you said the same thing before, but... My bracelet. It's... Something the matter, Apollo? My bracelet keeps squeezing my arm. Really? So, you think Mr. Tanuki, or I mean Filch, has been lying to us? I wouldn't rule it out. Now, if I can just zero in on a tell. Some sort of nervous tick. Habit. Both. Bird! What in the... What's a hawk doing in here? Where did you go? Oh, that's great. Allow me to introduce my trusty cohort, Taka. I love him. I love Taka. He seems to have taken quite a liking to the courthouse. Made it his new home, in fact. So, how do you have a bird in jail? He doesn't live with you? You know, in jail? Who's ever heard of a courthouse bird? The defense would like to cross-examine the parrot, I mean. Taka simply loathes trickery and fraud. And that queer power of yours seems to have offended my dear bosom buzzard.
This isn't some sort of trick or.
Stop it!
Ah! I won't be able to squat like this. What in the heck's going on around here? Run for the hills!
No pets or other animals allowed in the courtroom. Somebody help! Oh, he's merely having a bit of sport. Harm you, save when truly famished. In that case, Prosecutor Blackquill, you will ensure that your feathered friend is properly fed. Looks like we have to do this the old-fashioned way. We'll be fine. Probably. I think. If there was someone dressed as Tematara there, Filch should have seen him. We'll just have to put our faith in Jinx's statement for now. Mr. Justice, please proceed with your cross-examination. Alright. Guard duty, just like Mr. Q asked. Just make sure no one fair, foul, fishy, or otherwise can get to our guest. And you were in there with LaBelle, yeah? Happened after 3 p.m. Where's the autopsy report? When did you die? 3:20. Okay. Checks out. But I hadn't seen nothing out of the ordinary, no siree. Let's see. Mr. Filch, why did Alderman QB have you handle guard duty? Because he trusts me. I am the manor's caretaker, after all. So you took said guard duty seriously? Let me tell you something about me. I'm a yokai. Yipes. Listen here, you little tanuki. Get straight to the point and be quick about it. The court wishes to hear what you did or didn't see in the foyer and naught else. Yes, of course, sir. Right away, sir. Blackwell's got him completely under his thumb. Like I said, I was guarding the foyer entrance that day. So no one could get to him. Sounds like security was pretty tight. That's 'cause there's always lots of sneaks in there. And sneaks and thieves around festival time. And the solution was to entrust the manor's security to a thief? That's not even funny. Maybe it's a matter of stopping thieves by hiring one. After all, it takes one to know one. I don't know. It seems more like letting the fox guard the hen house to me. So the witness testifies that he took his guard duty seriously.
Yes, sir. Your honorship, sir.
Did you really keep an eye on the four the entire time?
Poor old Filchy. Been working hard my whole life, only to be smeared by some greenhorn in his fancy schmancy suit and silly haircut.
The bird is just there. That's amazing.
Sorry, Mr. Blackwell, sir. Didn't mean to get off subject there.
Sheesh. Blackwell didn't even say anything.
To answer your question, yes, I kept an eye. No, both of them, in fact, on the foyer. Shoot.
I wonder why Mr. Filch didn't see Temataro. Maybe Jinxie only thinks she saw Temataro? Or maybe Mr. Filch is lying. You don't say. And if he's lying, we might be able to spot a contradiction. Can I get through this, please? One, two, three, four. Could you describe to the court who you would consider fishy looking?
Someone all fidgety and shifty like. You know, like they're about to steal something.
Like you? He just described himself. I wonder why Mr. Filch didn't see Temataro. Oh, shit. It's just the same thing over and over again. Okay. Okay. So, oh, no, I see where it is. It's the TV listings. Let's see, was this around 3? No, oh, is this around 3? Yo, exactly. Objection! Don't lie to the court like that, Mr. Filch.
Hey, it ain't right to bushwhack a fellow like that.
Unfortunately for you, I have evidence that proves you're lying. If you look at this TV listing here, you'll see that the time of the crime, there was a pro wrestler match scheduled. Something you'd never miss.
Ah, I didn't watch that one, no siree. I was doing my job just like I was supposed to.
This guy doesn't know when to quit. Mr. Filch, someone even circled the match. It was you, right?
Yipes.
Not only that, you even told me you watched it. You said, and I quote, it was a complete disaster. So, do you admit to slacking off?
You can't trick me with your Rudy Poo lawyer talk. I'm one of the professional types too. I do double duty, watching TV and the foyer at the same time.
The only thing Filch can claim to be a professional at is
Professional thief.
Mr. Justice, you would have this court believe the witness was slacking off?
That's correct. He claims to have been watching TV in the foyer at the same time. That's nothing but a bald-faced lie, just like you, Your Honor.
Bald, you say? But I'm not the one who's lying. Perhaps you meant the witness, Mr. Justice? And in that case, let's see what evidence you can offer. You claim Mr. Filch is lying about watching TV in the foyer simultaneously. Now, prove it.
Oh dear. Let's see. What we got? What we got to prove this? We're gonna see. Okay. So. See. Can't see it from the office. Please take a look at the direction the TV is facing in this diagram. Now, unless Mr. Filch has eyes where his right ear should be, I'd think it would be impossible to watch the foyer entrance and the TV at the same time.
Why, yes. Someone watching TV there couldn't possibly see the entrance.
Exactly. That means Mr. Filch, you were slacking off and were not watching the foyer as you claimed. Yipes! The bag's out of the cat. I mean, other way round. Bird.
Order! But Mr. Justice, is Filch's less than stellar work ethic relevant to the case?
It's very relevant, because while he was slacking off watching TV, there really could have been a Temataro impersonator in the foyer. What now? Granted, this Tanuki was lax in his duties, but he still had the foyer entrance covered. What are you talking about? Bird. Hi, Taka. Oh, I love it. This. I'm not a mind reader. Auditory sense. His eyes may have been slacking off, but his ears were still hard at work. Right, Snooky? They were. I mean, yes. Yes, they were. We already admitted to slacking off. Now you say you weren't? My eyes might be lazy, but my ears ain't. I wouldn't have hurt anyone in the foyer. You see, the foyer floor and stairway get all creaky squeaky when someone comes through. Or someone walks on them. Creak, 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 creak. Loud enough to wake the dead, I reckon. So, you're saying you didn't hear anybody walk by? Yep, my ears were working full time. So who's the liar now, you new good shyster? Okay, but in this scenario we've conjured, okay, well, no, that wouldn't work. A lying thief calling me a shyster. This has to be the low point of my fledgling career. Okay, so we're just gonna hop on to the interwebs and look up shyster definition, just like we did with fop. Let's see. An unethical, unscrupulous practitioner, especially of law. A trickish knave, one who carries on any business, especially legal business, in a mean and dishonest way. Someone who acts in a disreputable, unethical, or unscrupulous way, especially in the practice of law and politics. Fascinating. Gotta hand it to you, Mr. Blackwell, sir. You really are something else. I mean, you don't miss a thing. And them bangs under your eyes, they're darker than mine. Them bags under your eyes, excuse me.
Fair warning, Mr. Filch. Taka is particularly fond of Tanuki. Should you lie to this court again, you may suddenly find yourself on the menu.
Yipes! Please don't eat me, Mr. Taka, sir.
The witness will henceforth testify truthfully under penalty of painful bird attacks. And with that in mind, the court requests that the witness revise his testimony accordingly.
Years working overtime. That's definitely not overtime. That's just what you were supposed to work, but it's true. I was watching a pro wrestling match on the office TV. My eyes might have been slacking off. My ears, they were working overtime. The floor there's all creaky squeaky like. No way I would have missed someone walking by. So you see, there were no tomato in the fire.
Superstition is the religion of feeble minds. Understand. A simple, rational explanation is best. Forget yokai, demons, and such. We must use common sense, for lacking that, our entire world would be upside down. Excuse me. Says the convict prosecutor who is totally a sign of the end of times for the legal world.
And besides, if there were any yokai roaming about, I'd have them sell them to the zoo. Although on Apollo's point, Black Quill is also the only one referring to Filch as a tanuki. I wonder whether Jinxie was just seeing things. That seems to be the general consensus, but I'm sticking to my guns. But if we can't prove she saw Tamataro, the mayor's sure to be convicted.
We better hope my guns fire bullets, not BBs.
I like that.
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Yeah, we'll be right back momentarily.
Okay.
Right. It's true. Or, well, I just went through this. Let's see.
So I feel like this is the one we've got to do something with. I'm just going to press everything first. So, you have pretty good ears, Mr. Filch?
As good as they come, I'd say. Ain't nothing to hear a creaky floor. Plus, that Tomato makes a sound when he goes by. It's like a jingle jangle.
Jingle jangle? How did he do that?
It's that staff of his. Likes my jingle jangles.
What's he talking about, Apollo? Beats me, but I guess Tomataro has a staff that makes noise. Come to think of it, didn't Jinxie mention something like that, too? Yeah, she'd mentioned the jangling, which is why I thought it was him with his keys around his neck, but... Only a staff like object made a jangle sound. I guess that's a source of noise then.
Well, Mr. Justice, Mr. Filch says Tomataro jingle jangles. Would you consider that vital information?
I think that would be pretty important information, considering we're in an Ace Attorney game, but I don't know why. Very important, Your Honor. I assure you. Extremely vital. I request that it be added to his testimony. Tomataro was to pass by, his staff would have gone jingle jangle. I see. But you did not hear no jingle jangles. I don't see any staff here, sir. Don't see any stuff here either. I can't tell with that one. Yeah. Are you sure about that? Tamataro's staff would make a jangly sound, you say? Well, I'm going to say that your story doesn't add up.
Is there something the defense would like to share with the court?
Mr. Filch, you say that you didn't see Tamataro on the day of the incident. Why then? Why did you assume just now that Tamataro would be holding a staff?
Huh?
You see, the Tamataro Jinxie saw held a staff in his hands. She described its sound just like you did, as a kind of jangly sound.
Yeah, so he's holding the staff. What's your point?
The point is that Tamataro doesn't use the staff. Not normally.
What are you talking about?
You see, this is the only known document depicting Tamataro. Is there a staff in that picture, Mr. Filch?
You're right. There's no staff, not even a cane.
Ah!
So the question is, why does the witness think Tomataro uses a staff?
I believe the answer will overturn the prosecution's case on the most basic level.
And we're plugging the computer in because it's dying. And I am here. Okay.
Well, now this is getting interesting.
All right, Mr. Justice. It's time to show the court where you're going with this. Please tell the court why Mr. Filch believes Temataro carries his staff.
That's great. And there's only obviously only one possible answer, but like, I feel like if he was a scatterbrain, he wouldn't add something to it. He'd just forget. Mr. Filch actually saw Temataro right after the crime occurred. That's the only way he could possibly know about the staff. But we must it again. Oh!
Bloody hell, you duplicitous little.
Is he British? Wait, think of his objections. I think he is British. Yes, how'd that feel, Black Quill? Not so funny when you're the one on the receiving end of the blade, is it? Admit it, Mr. Filch. You did see Temataro that day, didn't you? Well? I'm begging you. Please don't make me say it. But clearly you did see Temataro. Stop stalling and testify to that fact. No can do. No way, no how. You ain't got no idea how terrifying he can be. He? Mr. Filch still won't admit seeing Temataro, even though everyone already knows he did. The question now is, why? LaBelle, obviously. I guess LaBelle is the... Mr. Filch is scared to death. Is that why he can't admit the truth? Come to think of it, they say you must not gaze upon Temataro, but in the event that you do, look, and then tell anyone what you saw, Temataro will claim your soul. Jinxie wouldn't admit to seeing Temataro after hearing about the village superstitions. She said that if she told anyone that she had seen Temataro, he'd claim her soul. Wait, you think Filch believes in this? You think Filch believes that too? So Mr. Big Time City Slick Lawyer has heard about them. Them old village superstitions.
Will the defense please explain what the witness is talking about?
People in Nine Tails Vale believe some pretty strange things, and their superstitions may be the reason our witness here can't admit the truth. The truth that he really did see Temataro.
Darn straight, that's why. It's all right here.
Do not gaze upon Temataro. Do not tell others if you see him. Ignoring his superstitions will cost you your soul. There is, however, one way to save it: your immediate departure from the village. Oh.
See, that's why those folks in Nine Tails Vale can't talk about seeing Temataro.
Village superstitions added to the Kyoto record. Superstitions that have been handed down generations to generation in Nine Tails Vale. That clears up one mystery. Alright, hold on.
I want to see. Freeing him will bring ruin upon the village. The killer took advantage of the superstitions by wearing a Tamataro costume. They knew that way no one would talk about him. It was as if he never existed. The defense holds that this Tamataro impersonator is the true killer. What? He could be British.
Superstitions, you say? What kind of a fool would actually believe such rubbish?
Oh, he's definitely British.
And would that, using some silly fairy tale, so easily expose the culprit? You'll need to come up with a more rational, common sense explanation than that.
Your common sense seems awfully narrow-minded to me, Prosecutor Blackwell.
Try living in my world of narrow cells, mortal danger, and dark, sleepless nights. There is no lack of superstition in the clink, but few are those who truly believe them.
I feel like you've got some unsolved anxiety and stuff. I don't think this isn't something to bring up in court, buddy.
The psychologist should probably know better.
Well, the village superstitions are real enough to the people in Nine Tails Vale. A life or death superstition might make even you a believer.
What was that? Are you good? Are you okay? What was that? Are we psychic? What was it? Order! Order, I say! You fool of a Tanuki. 2 times now, your lies have cost me.
Sorry. I promise not to do it again. Oh. I don't think your head should move like that, buddy.
Taka, my fine feathered friend, have at him.
Yipes! He's gonna eat me alive. Head for the hills. Ah! He took off.
Bailiff! What are you waiting for? After him! And with your fastest men!
I mean, it's not the first time. What's it called? Ironically enough, in the other case with the bird, that's certainly not something you see every day. Oh, I guess we're alone now.
Well, it would seem a new and important fact has come to light. A third party disguised as a yokai Tamataro was at the scene. And now we have 2 witnesses who can attest to that fact. Any objections, Prosecutor Blackwell?
Where'd Taka go? Is that one of Taka's feathers? Are you eating Taka's feathers? I'm gonna take that to assume you have no objections. Oh, uh-oh. What? Yeah, I don't think. How can you? Huh? Ah! How did you break those? What are those made of? His shackles. How did that? Ah! I'm too young to die.
Justice Donna, long has it been since I've been forced to draw my blade. You had best say your prayers.
Oh, dear God. Oh, Judge is hiding again. That seems to happen a lot. Blackwell. Do you need your emotional support bird calm you down? Genuinely, where did Tucker go? Oh, this is going slow. And nobody's moving. Also, I find it hard to believe that he has a... Detective, do something!
Have no fear, Fulbright is here. When the going gets tough, the champion of justice gets going.
I highly doubt he would even have a blade considering he was, in jail. Then get going already before he kills us!
Oh, but I stand in awe of Simon Blackwell, for it is his sense of justice that set him free.
Objection! Objection! I object of giving a full rights and definition of justice!
Well,
objection! Objection! I object to the full rights definition of justice!
That worked a lot better than the first time. Yeah, Fulbright, you should probably do something. Oh? Is that Blackwell? And he's looking away from us again. That's great.
I'm not in the habit of cutting down unarmed cowards.
Oh, well, in that case, Prosecutor Blackwell, can I ask you to, put
the shackles back on? I think the judge forgot he's in charge here. Happens too often.
So, Justice Dono's assertion is this. Tenma is the real killer, not Mayor Tenma. According to him, there was a yokai at the scene of the crime.
No, there was someone dressed as a yokai. Right? And that yokai, or rather whoever was impersonating him, killed Alderman Kyubi. Yeah, what are you throwing at me? What do you have? I don't think that's how gravity works with the chains, buddy.
Gotta explain to Jinxie being the first to discover the murder. Why Jinxie? Excuse me. Did not see your alleged killer yokai there in the Fox Chamber.
What? He's right. She said no. Oh dear. She said nothing about Temataro being in the chamber.
Let me enlighten you.
Talk is back.
That little scamp heard a dying scream right before she opened the chamber door.
And your point is?
Upon opening the door, she found a freshly skewed murder victim, the alderman, and the homicidal maniac who had killed him, the mayor.
No, there must have been someone dressed up like Tem. Ah!
Then why does that little scamp claim not to have seen a yokai in the box chamber?
Considering her father is accused of murder, surely she would have mentioned any third party that might have been in the room. I don't understand. Why didn't she see Tamataro inside there? Inside the fox chamber?
There's but one way to find out. Ask Jinxie Tenma whether she saw your killer yokai at the scene of the crime.
Uh-oh.
The final battle draws nigh. Only one of us will leave here alive.
I don't think that's how courtroom works.
Long has my blade thirsted for blood. At long last, it shall be sated.
Wait, this is still a trial, right?
Show me what you're truly capable of. Justice done.
Talking. Why do you look like that?
Very well, then. Both parties no doubt need some time to regroup. So the court will take a 10-minute recess in order to...
No reason.
3 minutes.
I'm sorry, but... a 3-minute recess?
Just so. Plenty of time if your destination of intent is the loo.
Yeah, he's definitely British.
The loo? You mean the bathroom?
Sheesh. At least include enough time to wash our hands.
See that you take no more than 3 minutes. All latecomers will be punished.
Yes, sir. I hereby declare a 3-minute recess before the battle begins.
I declare Prosecutor Blackwell the winner of this round of Simon Says. The Simon Says comparison is even better considering his name is Simon. Doesn't bode well for us if the prosecutor's running the show, does it? April 19th, 10:40 a.m. District Court, Defendant's Lobby, number 3. He busted out of his shackles. Yeah, what was that all about? Guess they don't make shackles like they used to. Better be careful, Apollo. You've really brought out the samurai. Especially after you proved there was a Tamataro impersonator at the manor. What's with that guy and the whole samurai act anyway?
Such fine swordsmanship. That is no mere act. Mr. Justice, it's high time I challenge this jailhouse prosecutor to a duel.
No, wait, let's stay the dueling until after we prove your innocence.
I suppose it could wait till later.
Does anyone remember we're conducting a trial here? Athena, I'm gonna go wash up. Remember what Blackwell said, Apollo? Don't be late. April 18th, 10:43 a.m.
District Court. Courtroom number 4. 4? Were we in number 4 before? No, then. I believe our next witness is Miss Jinxie Tenma, a maid at Kiwi Manor. I believe we can now, if the witness is ready, that is, proceed now if the witness is... Oh. Hi, Jinxie. Narayan, leader of the 100 demons here that does exist. Wow, that is one well-polished tray. The witness will show her face while in court, or her testimony will be inadmissible. That is very shiny, actually. What is it, my child? What? Mikhan Narayan, leader of the 100 demons. You think I'm a yokai? Well, I was once known as a judicial monster of sorts. The beast of the bar, the demon of due process, if you will. My charm has no effect. The demon of due process? Not sure I can see that one.
Now, you little scamp.
Yes. Where did those come from again?
I trust you know why you're here.
That was Aussie. That was not British.
I trust you know why you're here.
Bags. Under his eyes?
Bags. Oh, that tricksy Tanuki. Try the noodle stand. And go enjoy a big bowl of Tanuki tail noodles while you're at it.
Everyone's a comedian. No, I meant your bags. The ones under your eyes. You must have trouble sleeping. Here. This charm will keep Azukayari away. Azukayari. Excuse me, I've been trying.
Zukiare, the demon that washes Azuki beans. The only thing needing washing will be your father's neck before I take his head clean off.
Dude, chill. She just tried to help you. Sukayara often keeps people up at night with the noise he makes washing beans. But if you stick this charm on your forehead, you won't hear him anymore. So, the fact that she's drawing attention to this too makes me feel like it's a lot more relevant than I initially.
Is that so? Well, thank you.
Okay, yeah, so he definitely has some sort of trauma or something. If he canonically has trouble sleeping or whatever. Looks like Prosecutor Blackwell got more than he bargained for. They're bad enough alone, but together those two are just plain creepy. Oh. Your testimony, if you please, Miss Tenma. Specifically, whether or not you saw Tenma Taro when you discovered the crime scene. What Jinxie saw. Did I see Tenma Taro in the Fox Chamber? Well, when
I opened the door. I saw. Yes, now I remember. Yokai! Yokai! Right there in that room.
Well, now she's lying. So there was a yokai at the scene of the crime.
Lots of them.
Wait, more than one yokai? Did Temataro happen to be among them?
I don't know. I just don't know. All I know is everyone was swimming in yokai. Kasha, Nerigare, Setotaisho, Setotaisho. They were all there.
Well, this is an unexpected turn of events. We've gone from no yokai to a flood of them. This is ludicrous. You would have this court listened to this delusional little scamp's testimony. Seriously, what are you throwing at me? Hello? Hi. That's a far more bouncy animation than like anybody else gets. The way your hand just go, and like the earrings and the hair moves too. Nobody else gets that treatment. What the heck?
Your Honor, I believe her memory is simply clouded by fear. But a quick therapy session should ease her mind. With the court's permission, of course.
Excuse me? What a fabulous idea. Excuse me? Please proceed, Miss Sykes. You sure you know what you're doing, Athena?
She's obviously not herself. The trauma of discovering that crime scene. And fear of testifying have her dazed and confused.
That is my...
A regular ball of confusion.
Yeah, it's just my default state.
My analytical psychology-based approach should be able to help.
Any objections, Prosecutor Blackwell? Shall we let Miss Sykes proceed? It makes no difference to me. Do as you will, but I doubt we shall get any viable testimony. She'd be better served by bearing witness to the soul skills I forged in a distant land.
I'll show you.
Did her model just like skip? Why is she only wearing one glove? That would bother me so much. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Hello, smiley face. I don't think this can be considered therapy. Oh dear. Oh my god. Oh dear.
Did I see Temataro in the Fox chamber? Well, when I opened the door, I saw. Yes, now I remember. Yokai right there in that room.
Found something.
Looks like an out of control emotion.
Athena? What exactly are we looking at here?
Oh, this? It's one of Widget's functions. Right here, you can see images and emotions extracted from the witness's voice.
Whoa. You mean that little thing can do all this? Pretty cool, huh? Dear, I thought it was just some kid's toy.
Unfortunately,
All I'm getting is an overflow error right now. Oh dear. See how sad is Riley looked there in the bottom left? She's under an uncontrollable amount of distress, which is masking her other emotions. I see. It seems the sheer terror she experienced has made her a confused mess. It's also my default state. So all those yokai she thinks she saw are a product of rampant emotions? Yes, that's right. Her fear is instilled in her mind, and her hallucinations, and false memories. She's seeing normal everyday objects as monsters in her mind. It's a form of schizophrenic state. Oh, I don't think that's how that works. I don't. Oh my god. You know, my cousin has schizophrenia. I don't think that's how that works. The trauma in Jinxie's case is fear. Dear God. So she was and still is seeing ordinary objects as yokai. We'll have to find the root cause of her extreme fear before I can treat it. Gee, I wonder, maybe it's the fact that the guy got impaled and her father was, like, sitting there probably dead? Now let's see. Paulo, can you point out the yokai on the Wheel of Fire? The cat? She seems particularly terrified of that one. Start by tapping probe on the bottom screen. Next point to let's close. Okie doke, I understand. I understand. Buddy. Okay, let's give this a try. Cat monster on the Wheel of Fire. Got it! Jinxie, what's the name for that yokai on a Wheel of Fire? That's Akasha, a yokai that steals the bodies of the recently deceased. I bet it came to steal the older ones. It's almost creepy how well that fits the actual situation. Exactly. It's a form of hallucination where the patient can't see things for what they are. There must be something at the scene of the crime that she's mistaking for Akasha. Apollo! You need to point out what she thought was a yokai on a Wheel of Fire. Well, chandelier definitely has something to do with it. I think I know the answer now. Jinxie, that was an Akasha you saw. Could you have possibly mistaken this for Akasha? Take that! The light fixture? This one right here. It is a flame design. It's up there on the ceiling. There was never a yokai on a Wheel of Fire. The Kashi you saw was just a light fixture. There we go. It's one memory back to normal. Nice job. Now that you've got the hang of it, it should be a cinch to point out the rest. Jinxie, what about this white wall-like monster? That's Narikame. It's a wall monster that blocks your way or leads you astray. I think it's just the wall. That's no yokai, Jinxie. It's a folding screen. I think we're scaring her more. And this raccoon dog isn't a tanuki monster. It's Mr. Filch! It's just the statue of one? Okay.
And look, these are just coffee cups. And this right here is nothing more than a fox statue. I don't know what I was thinking. Okie doke. You did it, Apollo. Her extreme fear is under control now. So now we do it like we did in the tutorial level, I guess. It's not just my eyes playing tricks on me. There weren't any yokai after all. See? A clear-cut statement. That's the power of my psychology and your intuition, Apollo. Just like we thought. There never really were any yokai in the Fox Chamber, but now that screws...
Right. There never really were any yokai there. So, the defense is asserting the exact opposite of their original assertion.
Wait. Jinxie. What about Tomataro? The processing. Wait a minute. There wasn't anyone there dressed up as Tomataro or any other yokai either. I remember it clearly now. You've gotta be joking! Her face was particularly terrifying, oh dear. As we slowly rotate about the courtroom. Order! Order the court! I think we just dug our own grave.
Allow me to push you on in. It's the least I could do.
Where do you keep getting these feathers from? No! Apollo! Can I interrupt your freak out for just a minute? I'm still picking up some noise. Okay. It's an unexpected emotion. Does that mean Jinxie hasn't remembered everything yet? Exactly. We should be able to get something else out of her. I'll enter the new information we have and run an update. I think that's surprise. Makes sense. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So she's sad and shocked for this whole time. I felt the floor. I don't know. Is that it? I don't know. It makes sense. So they're just the emotions of distress. Maybe. Oh. The amount of fear you felt is rather low, despite your legs having been given out from fright. Could something have lessened your fear? Actually, I did experience a sudden burst of courage at that moment. Oh, wait. Wait, so if blue is fear, what's. Is I thought yellow was fear. I'm confused. You did? Where did it come from? Uh, let me think. Oh, it was Mama. I suddenly felt as if she was there with me. Okay, I'll enter her sunburst of courage. Now, let's see. Ah! Look! Apollo, the noise is all gone. Jinxie seems to have remembered everything. Everything now. Cool. Bye bye. Sunburst of courage. Where could that have come from? Jinxie, was there something that gave you a sunburst of courage? Yes, there was. But, I, I realized I had done something naughty when I thought about it later. Any idea what that could have given Jinxie? Any idea what could have given Jinxie that courage? Well, there is one piece of evidence that comes to mind. Oh no. Let's see. She did something bad. I mean, she wouldn't have hit her father with the thing. Wait. I don't know. I don't know. I'm saving. I wonder if she saw something like it at the scene of the crime. Jinxie, did your sunburst of courage have anything to do with this? Saw something like it at the scene of the crime. And it reminded her of her mother. Is there a flower at the scene of the crime? Perchance. I don't know. The flower is the only thing that makes sense, but like. She says she did something bad. Jinxie, you didn't happen to see a nine-tails flower there at the scene, did you? Did you take it from the scene of the crime? Oh, the demon lawyer strikes again. I can't hide anything from you. I found a small case with a picture of a nine-tailed flower on it. I liked it so much, I kept it. You what? You can't remove evidence from a crime scene. That's right, young lady. Removing evidence is a big no-no. Now,
The witness will produce said evidence this instant.
Sorry.
It does seem to be some sort of case. Oh, look! Something slid out.
Oh no. Oh, Judge, you're tampering with the evidence.
It appears to be a key.
Might I have a look, your boldness?
Did I just give it to the bird? Did he actually just give it to the bird? Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that's great.
Ah. This is none other than the master key to Kiwi Manor.
Are you certain of this, Prosecutor Blackquill?
Oh, that's amazing.
Matches the serial number of the key that went missing after the murder.
A master key? That went missing. I do not like the sound of that.
Our little scamp here stumbled upon an article of unimaginable consequence.
That's a little melodramatic, don't you think? Have you met this man? Have you met this man?
Heed these words, for I shall say them but once. The sole key to the Fox Chamber has been in this little scamp's constant possession. Ergo, she was the sole person who could have used it before, during, and after the murder, which leaves the master key as the only other key that could have opened the chamber. But this master key was found in a room that had been locked by this girl.
And your point is?
Until Jinxie Tenma opened the Fox Chamber with her key, the room had been locked tight from the outside world. There was no one else in there save the victim and his killer. I trust you've figured it out for yourself by now.
And they're just broken again? Hello?
A killer other than Mayor Tenma himself would be utterly inconceivable.
No! Alright, so unfortunately, I think we have to call it here. So, thank you, my non-existent viewers, for being here. Not, yeah, once we get finished with the, panorama. Because I can't exactly save right now. Oh, Athena objects. Sorry, Athena, we'll have to wait till next time. Oh, he's mad! Okay. Bye, all, and I will see you in part 9.